So good morning to all, everyone. So guys, today we are going to discussing about the Django related history, guys. History and futures. Why required to learn this Django framework? That is now we are going to be discussing. Okay. So Django framework. Our course name is Django framework. Different courses there, guys. Python side also. So Django framework. So this is we are going to learn now. So if you want to learn this Django framework, what are the prerequisites means Python language is prerequisites. Yesterday we discussed some points, guys. So we'll discuss overview about that one. So Python software is required, guys. Python software is required to learn to learn to learn this Django. Okay, to do Django practice, guys. Python software is required and Python knowledge is required. Python, if not completing 100% also no problem. At least basic Python if you know, that is enough to learn this Django. And parallel you can complete your Python and your Django, no problem. That is all built on your stamina, guys. And build on your practice. You can understanding everything. Okay. Some people are thinking like after completing entire my Python, I will join Django. But after completing Python, and you can take 6 months gap also. No use if you are not doing practice regularly, guys. When you are doing practice only by spending some extra time, then you are understanding everything Python and Django. The point remember. So why Python is required to learn this Django means Django framework is completely developed, purely developed by using the Python language only. The concepts which we are using in the Python, those all concepts we can use in the Django also. Correct? But Django having separate architecture according to that architecture and according to procedures, some procedures there, guys. According to those Django procedures, we are going to be developing the applications. So using the Django, guys, we can developing the applications like web applications, Flipkart, Amazon, BookMyShow, e-commerce related, guys. Swiggy, Zomato, like this, and number of applications we can developing. And in our course also, guys, at the end of these sessions we will do some projects also, guys. Some projects we will discuss, guys, with the front end and back end. So here majorly we are going to discussing the Django framework. So Django framework is nothing but a back end framework, guys. Django framework is nothing but a back end framework. So here any application you can take it, guys. Front end, business code related, back end, and database related, three layers required. So this is we are calling presentation code, guys. So presentation code, if you want to developing, then UI technologies we need to learn. So UI technologies means HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JS, JavaScript, like that, a number of things we are going to learn, guys. Next up, business code, guys. Business code we need to do. Business code means whatever you want to performing on our application, that is business code, guys. For example, you are trying to do registration using the Facebook. So using this presentation, registration data, username, first name, last name, email, date of birth, like these all input you are going to give. But in the business code only we are writing that logics, guys. We need to access that presentation code data, and we need to store into DB, or sometimes we are login, or sometimes we are displaying the contact information, sometimes we are displaying the about page information, like that. What output we want, those all things we are going to handle in the business code only, okay. So to developing this business code, at least one language required, at least one language, that is Python, already you are learning. So Python related at least one framework, which is Django framework. Python with Flask you can do, Python with Django we can do. Why Django only we are doing, we are learning? Why not Flask right now? Means, so using the Django, more projects are going in the real-time organization. So 90% projects are going on the Django, guys. Less projects, few projects only going on the Flask right now. Got it? That's why people are giving high priority to learn this Django framework. And also Django is providing a ORM layer, ready-made layer, providing
So that ORM layer is communicating automatically with MySQL, MongoDB, Oracle, SQL Server, whatever the DB we want to communicate with the Django project, then we can convert entire our Django code into particular database format. That is also one of the best benefit using the Django. To get, that's why Django is getting more popularity. Okay, na? So remember, guys, that one. Next here, to store our application related information for the future purpose. For example, at the time of doing registration, all the registration data I'm going to store here. Next, whenever you are trying to do login, then using that registration data, people are going to be login successfully. So this kind of information, if you want to do, then database knowledge is required. So database means, for example, MySQL, at least any one database, MySQL or Oracle or MongoDB, like whatever the DBs you want, we can discuss, guys. Correct? So here, always presentation code is communicating to the backend code, guys. How communicating, that is programmatically we will discuss. There is procedure, and business code going to be communicated with a database. Now again, a database code giving response to the business code giving response to the business code, giving the response to the presentation. Now this presentation code giving a response to the user, then only users can understand, guys. Here one user is there who is sending the data for registration. Okay, na, just assumption. So this person sending the information using the presentation and getting the response. That operation is successfully performed or not, can understanding. Okay, so here this is our main target, guys. Business code, how we are developing, that is our main target. So while learning this business code, so business code always need to communicate with database, guys. Business code, our Django always need to communicate with database to interacting database and to store the data of our application, like all the information, guys. And also our backend code, this is the business code, nothing but backend code, guys. Also our backend code always communicated with the front end to accepting the input from the users and to give the information to the users, like that. Okay, so all together we are going to developing in our sessions, guys. Don't worry. So here HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, these all things I will explaining all things. Even though if you don't know basic HTML also, guys, I'll take care, no problem. Okay, na? And I will share some files also about the HTML, about the CSS, about the Bootstrap, like these all things. Basic fundamentals you are going to get, rules and regulations. Once if you know those rules and regulations, then using the Google we can handle an entire front end. Okay, na? So in the regular sessions about the Django related concepts we are going to be discussing, and also with the Django how we are interacted with the database. So one database related we will discuss more clearly. So about the MySQL we will learn, guys. Here we will discuss here. I'm going to tell about the MySQL, and also about the MongoDB I will tell. MySQL and MongoDB I'll take care. Remaining DBs, if you want, you can use whatever you want. So one database, if you know how communicating from Django, then remaining all databases also same process, nothing different. Got it? So here the people who are working here, then we are calling a front-end developer. Here who are working back-end developer we are calling. Here working people we are calling DB developers. So the person who is working on these all areas, guys, then we are calling the full stack developer. So nowadays this full stack developer is getting more demanding, guys. Full stack developers getting more demanding. So if you are becoming like a full stack developer, then you are going to get jobs more easily, and also more packages you are going to get. More packages you are going to get, guys, if you are a full stack developer. Okay, so full stack developer, mean stack developer, like so many types of developers there. Mean stack developer means along with this presentation, business code, and the database related. Database is especially MongoDB is required. That is the mean stack developer related. Okay, na? So and the JavaScript related, Node.js, like a number of things there, guys. By learning some concepts, we can becoming like a mean stack developer. So forget about that. First, we are going to be becoming like a full stack developer. That is important.
Clear, everyone? So nowadays in our mobile, we are using smart mobiles, guys. In our mobile, hundreds of applications there. So if you want to designing any application, these all presentation code and backend code and database code all are required. Most of the applications. That's why using Django, how we are developing, we are going to be discussing right now. Got it? So using the Python only Django framework is developed, guys. Using the Python, Django framework is developed. So that's why Django is also getting lot of benefits. Why means Python having a lot of benefits compared to other languages like Java, .NET. So simple lines we are writing, guys, using the Python. Less lines of code we are writing, and less lines code executing very speedily, guys. Within the less time executing, and readability is increasing, complexity is decreasing, performance is increasing. That's why Python is getting popularity nowadays. And using the Python only Django is developing. So obviously using the Django also more benefits we are going to get. So yesterday one small concepts we discussed, guys. So using the Python, if you want to print hello, single line you are going to write single line program you are writing. So as a developer, if you knows about print method, then you are able to print the message. But in Java, guys, so what is doing this class? What is doing this class name? What is doing public, static, main, void, string, args, and this is one predefined class, a predefined object, a predefined method, message, and the semicolon. Everything is having meaning as this curly brace also. So if you knows about these all things, information, then we are able to print a hello message. So here we can write multiple things, public, protected, private, default, like a number of things there. So each one having different meaning. So at what time, what we are going to use, like this, lot of attention, lot of concentration as a developer we need to put, guys. That is making more burden on the developers. That's why this Python is getting popularity. Got it? And also nowadays Python, a lot of people are calling like a Python is a general purpose programming language. By means after learning the Python, you can learn data science, you can learn artificial intelligence, you can learn robotics, machine learning, Django you can learn, Flask you can learn. Like this n number of courses we can do it, guys. For these all courses, this Python is common language. That's why Python is a general purpose programming language we are calling. Okay, now? So these all points in the last session we discussed, guys. So now we will discuss about the Django history, guys. Django history we will discuss. Yes, so Django in which year started means in the year 2003 Django was started, guys. In year 2003 Django was started, guys. Django was started. We started in Lawrence Journal World Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization. This is one news channel company, guys. Newspaper company like Sakshi, Enood, ABN, Varta, Hindu. So many channels there, guys, new channels related. Okay, so in 2003 Django was started in Lawrence Journal World Newspaper Organization company as an internal project. Guys, if you are taking a number of companies, guys, Infosys, IBM, TCS, like a number of companies, so client projects there and internal projects there, guys. Internal projects means for that organization purpose only people are developing some applications. Clients projects means some other people purpose people are developing. For example, TCS company if you are taking, so Indian governments related, most of the government sites, TCS company people are developing. Okay, na? So just you can consider like Telangana state, okay, or else Karnataka state, whatever the state, guys. So these states government giving some dealing with TCS company. So my government sites you need to develop, I will pay this amount like that. Okay, na? So those projects we are calling client projects. Those kind of projects we are calling client projects. And within the TCS company, people are going to do attendance management related, like a number of softwares they are using as for within the organization purpose to interact with all the people. Those projects we are calling internal projects. Okay, so same like this Django is also started as an internal project in this so and so company. So who started authors guys? So who started means Adrian guys. Adrian, Adrian and Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson. Okay. So Adrian and Simon Wilson both are web developers in this company guys. This Adrian and Simon Wilson both are web developers in this company. So these developers introduced this Django as an internal project in this company. For this company purpose, these developers developed this Django framework. Okay, na? So why they developed means the both developers guys Adrian and Simon Wilsons are developing the n number of web applications for this organization. For this organization purpose, n number of web applications they are developing. While developing multiple applications guys, so in every application they are using the lot of common code. They are using the lot of common code. So after developing some programs, our authors Adrian and Simon Wilson are getting they got one I mean they got irritation guys. They got the irritation. So in every program, in every application, we are writing the same code. This is making duplicate code, and also same code we are writing. No challenge is there here, and also same code we are writing more times means time wasting. Like that, a lot of problems they are facing guys. They are thinking. So finally they decided so now onwards we don't need no need to write every time this common code in the all the places. So we will take first of all common code. We will factor out all common code from existing applications, and we will maintain that all common code in one file, and that file we will reuse in all other applications. Like that they decided guys, they thought like that. So they implemented that whole process. So after implementing, they developed some applications. Those applications getting a lot of benefits guys, within the less time with less cost, giving the best performance compared to old applications. That's why our authors decided okay, using this file we are getting a lot of benefits. So we will keep maintain this file, and we will add a lot of other common code, a lot of other new code also into this file, and using this file we will develop further applications. Like that they decided. Okay, na? That is the history guys. So can see here one application one is there guys. Here application one is there. So in this application one, for example database related code is there. Database code is there. That is common for every time guys. So database code is there. And next authentication related. Authentication related means registration, login, logout. After registration, after your login, after login profile we can see. So these all are common code guys. Registration, login, logout, profile, these all are common code. So there is nothing but authentication we are calling. So authentication code is there. Next to admin site code is there guys. Admin site. So whenever we are developing one application, every application related admin people there. Management people. Admin means management. Okay. So to interact with our application related database and to handle the all our application related data, admin people are responsible guys. If you are taking Amazon application guys, so in Amazon application some admins there. Those people are interacted to database. They are maintaining all items information in the Amazon laptops, mobiles, like different brands showing guys. So every laptop cost is what, features are what, this all information storing in the database. By whom? Admin people, not users guys. So if user creating data in the database means 50,000 rupees laptop, they are going to save in the database like a 5 rupees only. Okay, na? So that's why only management people will handle all the information. That information as a user we are going to accessing. That is using the admin site code guys. So just assumption, this database code, authentication code, admin code is common for every application. Okay, so this is my application one, guys, application one. So in this application, here some new code is there, guys, some new code is there. And next one more application is there, guys, one more application you are going to be designing, application 2. So here also database code is common, authentication code is common, admin code is common, guys. After that, some new code is there for this application related. This is a different code, guys. Okay, so next here one more application is there, guys, one more application. So that is app 3. So here also database code is there, authentication code is there, admin code is there, and then some new code is there, and then some new code is there, guys. Okay, na? So here these three applications required the same code, guys. Three and same code. So our authors first design this code. The same code again, making the duplicate code. So taking the lot of time to develop in the same code. That's why they factor out all this common code and they taken outside and maintain in one file. That file is becoming like a Django file only, Django framework. So here they are maintaining as a DB related code, and next authentication related code, and next admin code, all maintaining here, guys. So this is finally becoming like a Django guys. Okay, now using this file here, application 1, application 2, application 3, like this n number of applications they designed using this file only. Okay, na? So these all code reusing here, guys. These all code reusing, and only new code belongs to application 1, right? In here also new code belongs to application 2. Here also new code belongs to application 3. Like that they developed, guys. Okay, na? So here these three modules related and this new code totally belongs to 1000 lines, guys. In every program 1000 lines code you are writing, 1000 lines code you are writing, guys. In every program 1000 lines code you are writing. Out of these 1000 lines, these the three modules related 500 lines there, guys. 500 lines there. So those all 500 lines code not required to write every time. This 500 lines code we are going to be importing in Python, guys. We have import keyword. Using import keyword we are going to be importing existing code into our required code. Okay, so now here remaining 500 lines code only you are going to write. So instead of writing every time 1000 lines code, only 500 lines code you are writing. Obviously remaining time we are saving, time we are saving means obviously cost of the project saving, guys. Cost of the project saving, and also duration of the project saving, and also 500 lines code only you are writing means within the less time you are writing, and less lines of code is there, guys. Less lines of code is there. Because of the less lines of code, performance is increasing, execution time is reducing, obviously performance is increasing. And also because of the less lines of code, readability is increasing, complexity is decreasing. Readability is increasing, complexity is decreasing. Okay, na? So like a number of benefits there. That's why they designed this Django framework, guys. So in 2003 they designed, guys. In 2003 they designed, and later in 2005 they released it to public, guys. Released it to public, release it to, or else release it to public as an open source, in 2003 they introduced, they developed, and within these 2 years they used for this company purpose only. Later they designed properly using all the common code. They designed one main file, guys, and that file in the 2005 released to public as an open source. So as an open source means no need to pay any amount to the any company, guys. To this company no need to pay amount. So from the internet we can download the Django and we can installing the Django, and using that Django file, we are going to be developing our own applications. So up to 2005, this is not available, guys. So these all MNC companies like IBM, TCS, Wipro, Google, these all people are using the Java or .NET to developing their application. So using the Java, one application cost is 10 lakhs happened, guys. 10 lakhs required and 1 year required to developing one project. Same project using this Django file, Django framework, if we are developing, so 6 to 7 lakhs only enough, not 10 lakhs. 6 to 7 lakhs enough. And also not required 1 year. So 6 months time is required. Of time saving automatically. Okay, na? So obviously company people giving a priority what? Giving to priority what? This Django framework only. Why means always they require to save time, they require to save money, they require to give best performance. These three factors are achieved by Django framework. That's why slowly all people are migrated, and now this Python and Python related framework Django is having good market because of all benefits. Got it, guys? Okay. Next, in 2008, our authors Adrian and Simon Wilson are resigned for this company, guys. The both are resigned for this company. Okay, this come from this company resigned, guys. And later they started one own organization, which name is DSF. DSF, guys, means Django Software, Django Software Foundation, Django Software Foundation, Django Software Foundation. So with this name, one company they started, guys. Why they started means, so before 2008, before started this company, they both developers working in this company. So for this company purpose, different projects they are required to developing. They are spending a lot of time to work on another projects. But our authors decided we no need to developing another application. We don't want to develop another applications. We will spend more time on this Django framework. We will spend more time on this Django framework, and we will add more features to this Django framework. Like that, they decided. That's why time problem is there. That's why they resigned to the old company and they started their own company. Okay, na? So this is a non-profitable organization. Non-profitable organization means no income is coming, guys. Okay, na? So our developers, authors, spending their own time and to giving best features in the Django framework, to developing the best features in the Django framework. Later, using this Django framework, for example, IBM company developed one application. So using Java 10 lakhs required, guys. But using the Django 5 lakhs only spended. Okay, so 5 lakhs money saving by IBM company. That's why IBM company is donating some amount to this DSF. So I satisfied with your framework, so I'm giving this donation. So keep maintain this Django framework with more advanced. Okay, so keep add more features into Django. Like that, people are giving request, guys. All MNC company people are giving request to this company by donating some amount. That's why these people hiring new employees, hiring the new employees to spend more time on this Django framework, to developing more methods, more properties, more methods, more classes, more modules, like that. So like that, day to day, adding lot of new features. So now it is having good market. Got it, guys? So in 2003, Django was introduced by Adrian and Simon Wilson, in where started means in the Lawrence Journal, World Newspaper Organization. And in 2005, they released it to public as an open source. In 2008, they started their own organization, Django Software Foundation. Okay, so initially they released 1.0 version, guys. 1.0 version they released. 1.0 version they released to the public, guys. Version they released. Now later the 2x versions there. 2x versions there, guys. 2x versions came, and now 3x versions are going, guys. 3x versions are available. 3.2 is there, guys. Latest version 3.2 is there. So at the time of installing, what version required, how we are installing these all things, we will discuss later. Clear, everyone? So this is all about the history, guys. Django related history. So because of this Django, we are getting major properties, major benefits are saving the time, guys. Saving time. Next, saving cost. Saving the cost, guys. Saving the cost and giving the best performance. Best performance. Sorry. Best performance of applications we are giving. Okay, na? We are developing. So always every organization is required these three main factors. They need to save time, they need to save cost, they need to give best performance. Within the less time with less cost, they need to developing the good product. Then only other clients also coming to this company and they are giving their projects to this company, guys. So if new projects are coming means again we are getting the profits. Again we are getting the profits. Clear? So remember, guys, that one. So next we are going to be discussing, guys, whatever I'm telling here right now points, these all points with clearly you are going to get information material, guys. Okay, na? Material you are going to get. So remember that. So now features we are going to discussing, guys. Features of Django we are going to be discussing. Features of Django. So what is the first feature means? So Django is a open source framework. Django is a open source framework. Open source framework means no need to pay any amount to the any company. Freely we can download and we can use that one. Okay, na? That is open source, guys. Next, Django is a fast framework, guys. Django is a fast framework. Fast framework, how can you say? Means, so using the Django, we are going to write the less lines of code, guys. Because of the less lines of code, within the less time, we can execute. Within the less time, we can develop application, and within the less time, program is going to be executing. Response we are going to get. That's why we are calling this is a Django is a fast framework. Django is a fast framework we are calling. Okay, na? So next, Django is a scalable framework, guys. Django is a scalable framework. So scalable framework means we can developing, guys. So scalable framework means we can developing as low level applications, high level applications, and medium level applications. Okay, na? Using the Django framework, we can developing the low level applications, high level applications, and medium level applications, medium scale projects, and high level applications. High level. So what is low level, medium level, high level means we are developing one application using the Django, guys. That application is using by regularly, for example, approximately 100 people are using. That is a low level application. And one more application is there. For example, our Durgasoft, you can take it. Durgasoft online site is there. Every day 5,000 to 10,000 people are interacted with our Durgasoft about the new batches, new courses, cost of the projects, cost of the courses, like that. Okay, na? About the information, every day 5,000 people are interacted, guys. So that is some medium level application we are calling. And high level applications means Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Gmail, these kind of applications are regularly using by lakhs of people. That is called high level. So any kind of application we can develop using the Django. If you are developing, so then if more requests coming to our application also, it can handle properly. That is we are calling a scalable framework. Scalable framework. Next, versatile framework, guys. Django is a versatile framework. So what is versatile framework means? By using the Django, guys, we can developing the different kind of applications, different domain based applications we can developing. For example, banking. banking applications we can developing as banking apps we can developing networking networking apps we can developing so e-commerce applications we can developing as gaming applications we can developing animation nothing but gaming. Okay, so like this n number of types of applications we can developing, that is we are calling a versatile framework. Versatile framework. Next next so portable framework guys, Django is a portable framework. So portable framework means cross platform is there guys, cross platform. Okay, so cross platform is there. So what is the cross platform means? Here using the Django framework, if you are developing any one application guys, so this is a Django guys, using the Django I developed one application one. Okay, now that is using the Windows system guys, using the Windows system I developed Windows OS. Now the same application one we can execute in Linux systems also guys. We can execute in the Linux systems also, in the Linux OS also we can execute guys. Okay na? And here we have application 2 for example. Our application 1 can do communicating with application 1, and that is going to get the response also. Means using the one OS guys, platform is Windows platform, this is Linux platform. So using the Windows platform, using the Django, if we are developing one application without doing any modifications in this application coding, without doing any code changes in this application one, same application we can execute in the another platform like Linux and another platform like Mac OS. Okay, so this is like a Mac OS for example, Mac OS. So same application we can execute in any platform guys, in any platform, and our application can communicate with another applications also, interconnected each other, that is called cross platform support is there, portable framework we are calling. Okay na guys, so this cross platform feature also called as sometimes interoperability. What is interoperability, people are asking guys. So interoperability is nothing but if to developing one application using the one platform, and that is without doing any changes, we can execute on another platforms also, and our application can communicate with other applications also, that is called platform, cross platform or interoperability. So using the Django also we can do guys. In Windows system one application I'm developing, same application I can execute in the Linux systems also, that is portable. Okay, so next whenever we are installing the Django framework guys, more packages are coming along with Django, more modules are coming, predefined modules. Okay, so use packages, use packages available in Django framework. Along with the framework, whenever we are installing, along with the framework, huge number of packages are also coming, huge number of modules also coming guys. By using those all modules, we are going to be developing our required application. So these all modules are having 70 to 80% code guys. 70 to 80% code available. These all modules are having 70 to 80% code. Okay, so we are going to use this 70 to 80% code in our application development, and we are going to developing remaining 30 to 20% code only. So that's why very fastly we can developing the applications. Okay na? And also guys, so this 70 to 80% code is free compiled and free checked, syntax errors there or not. Already developed these all lines, 70 to 80% code. These all lines are free compiled and pre executed already. Just we are going to use those lines, and the rest of the lines only we are able to write. Okay, so that is also one of the benefit. Next, so Django is also supporting with all other databases guys. Using the Django, if we are developing one application, that application can communicating with all other databases like MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB, SQL Server, like any other guys. Okay, so Django communicates with all other with other major databases. This one, Django communicates with all other major databases like for example MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB, like this n number of DBs guys. So that is one benefit. So we have database section. That time how we are communicating we will discuss guys more clearly. So now guys, if you want to use these databases separately, we need to download MySQL or download Oracle. We need to install guys. Later using the Django, we will communicate with particular DB. Django, one more advantage is by default, Django comes with one default database. Django coming with one default database, which name is guys, which name is SQLite 3. SQLite 3. This is one database guys. By default Django is coming with this default database name as SQLite 3. Means we no need of downloading like MySQL, Oracle, and we no need of installing. This is automatically along with Django only coming, and this database related settings also coming in the Django. If we are using these databases, we need to download and we need to install, and we need to provide these database settings in the Django to communicating particular DB. So this is also one of the benefit guys along with the Django coming. So now one more thing is Django by default comes with admin site. By default admin site is there guys. Default admin site is there. This is one application guys, already developed application. So every application required admin site guys. So for example guys, so here one user there guys, one user there. So this user wants to communicate with a browser guys. User sending the request from the browser guys. From the browser user sending the request guys. So here URL, just assumption, URL. Whenever user sending URL guys, so this URL is communicating to server guys. This URL is going to be communicated with server, assumption, server. So our URL is communicating to server guys. Our server communicating to database. Our server communicating to one database. So here one DB is there guys. One DB is there. Yeah. So in the database all records information is there. Just assumption this is a Amazon site guys. This is a Amazon site. So whenever we are sending the URL for Amazon, then our request going to the database and getting all the records guys. Getting all the records, and these records sending to the browser. So because of that, here all items information we are getting guys. So for example, laptop request I send Dell laptops. So different types of Dell laptops there guys. Host row is there. Okay, and I mean different types of laptops there guys. If you are taking Lenovo G5 7G, G517, like different models there. Okay, na? So now all laptops, different kind of laptops, for example Dell, Lenovo, Apple, like different things are there, Acer, something. All laptops are displaying here guys. Every laptop information is there, so and so cost, so and so qualities, like 8 GB is how much, and memory is how much, okay, like graphic card is how much graphic card is there. So like this all information is there guys here. So who is maintaining this information means admin people maintaining about their own laptop, about their laptops details. Okay, Dell company people are writing the information here, Dell related details. So Lenovo company people are maintaining the Lenovo laptops information. Like all the people are maintaining the information in the database. Okay, so user when sending the request using the browser, guys, so now our URL communicating to server, server will communicating to database. Okay, and the data which is available, and that is we are getting and storing here. Later, if user satisfied with this product, guys, then user going to give order this one and going to get this product, guys. Okay, that is enough. So who is maintaining this information? Who is maintaining all the laptops information in the database? Means admin people are going to be maintaining in the database. So in this Amazon site, guys, so we have ready-made piece, guys. We have ready-made piece. This is admin piece. So this is admin piece, guys. Admin site is there. Within our application only, using the Django, you are creating this one. Inside this, one ready-made application is coming, that is admin. So admin people, guys, here another user is there. So this person belongs to admin. This person belongs to admins. So management people, guys. Simply I'm going to take admin. So admin users interacted with admin side, guys. Sending one request, one URL to the browser, and from the browser they are communicating to admin side, and using the admin side directly they are communicating to database, and here they are maintaining the data. They are going to maintaining the data. Okay, so if you are using Java, .NET or any other application, this admin side code we need to developing as manually. But if we are using the Django, then automatically we are getting this admin site, no need to developing. And just whenever we are using one URL, guys, here, whenever we are using one URL, automatically admin presentation we are getting here. In this admin presentation, so all your items information coming, guys, items forms coming, enter laptop name, enter laptop hard disk what, RAM is what, okay, cost is what, like that all the fields asking. Ready-made presentation we are getting for creating, for updating, for deleting, for getting all the things. Okay, na? So every time in Django, using Django, guys, if you are developing applications, admin side code no need to developing, that is coming automatically. Using that, admin people directly interacted with admin site. They are going to maintain first data. Later, users communicating to the database, they are going to get the response, items information they are getting. Okay, na? So this is using the admin side, automatically coming by default. And we have admin site related separate sessions that I more clearly I will tell how we are connecting to admin site and how we are communicating to DB, all things. And the default code is and how we are writing our own code. These all things we will discuss. Okay. Now, guys, here by default one more application is also coming, that is authentication application. Coming days more times we are going to use this application. AUTH authentication application is there. That is automatically providing the login related, logout related, profile related, registration related, like a lot of things automatic code provide, guys. By using this application, we are going to be designing login page, logout page, these all things. Okay, no need of developing manually. Ready-made code we can use. Got it? So like a lot of benefits there, guys. So after installing the Django, we are getting the admin site automatically, and we are going to get one authentication related application, authentication auth app, admin site app. We are getting, guys. Okay. So next here, Django is also having a default garbage collector. Django is also having a default garbage collector. Garbage collector means unused imports or unused objects are automatically going to be deleted. Automatically going to be deleted. Unused objects. For example, a equal to 10 is there, guys. One memory created for a with 10 value. Next, a equal to 20 you are giving means, so this is only right now existing. A value 20, this is only existing. So this is automatically memory deleted internally deleted. Okay, na? So unused imports we are not using, as unused objects we are not getting the memory in the database. Okay, na? So Python is having automatic memory management technique. So using the Python only Django we are using developing. So Django also handling the memory management automatically. Django is also maintaining the memory management automatically. Okay, guys. So like this, n number of benefits there, guys. Because of these all benefits, within the less time, with less cost, we can developing the best applications. That's why people are giving a high priority to learn this Django framework. Okay, now? So guys, there is one reason, guys, at the time of learning Python, you are getting Python is a slow language like that. Only sometimes less features we are having drawbacks, but most of the features we are having the benefits only in the Python. So why people are calling some people less slow language means, can see a small example. So in the Django, guys, in the Java here you are writing all the code, guys. So Java code high level format you are writing like our English language, guys. For example, if 10 you are writing like this, if 10 greater than 5, if this condition true, guys, then I'll go to inside, I'll go to the inside and do something, guys, printing something. Okay, so this is our normal English language related coding, guys. Conditions I'm writing, if this is true, then do something. If this is not true, then do another thing. Okay, na? So like we are going to get, guys, we are going to get. Okay, so this is 5 minutes. So just this is like a high level language, guys. High level language. This high level language we need to convert into low level. So if you want to do the low level language, then we are going to use here compiler. Clear this one? So Java compiler is there, guys. Java compilers there, guys. So using the compilers, we are going to be converting a high level Java code into the low level. So low level means here zeros ones format we are going to get, guys. Okay, na? Like binary code format you are going to get, guys. So when you are getting binary code means if the syntax everything is correct, you are getting like this way, guys. If code you are getting like that, later you are going to be running, guys, by using the uh, JVM. By using the JVM, we are going to be running, guys. JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So this is taking this binary code, directly executing and getting the response. Okay, so that's why we are getting response fastly, guys. So if you are using the Python, yeah, so if you are using the Python, guys, here in the Python also high level code I'm writing. In Python also high level code I'm writing, just assumption, guys. So if 10 greater than 5, then do something, guys. You are writing like this. Okay, so this is high level code. Directly high level code we are executing and we are getting the response, guys. Here we are getting the response. So while getting the response, before only checking, as a Python interpreter is there. Python interpreter is there. This is first checking all lines coding correctly there or not, syntactically correct is there or not, everything is checking. If all are correct, then only returns the response, guys. If any line is mistake is there, guys, then it is going to return error. So and so line error is there. We need to solve that error. Next, in another line error is there, again return. Like that, lot of times first syntax correct or not checking here. That's why it is performing like some people are considered like a low performance. This is high performance. Okay, na? So remember, guys, this one for the today, and we are going to meet in the tomorrow. Okay, na? So we will discuss in the next session. In the next session, directly I'm going to discussing installation, how we are doing Django installation, how we are developing the applications. Okay. So
Sir,
thank you, guys. Yeah, guys.
hello, sir.
Tell me,
Sir,
guys.
Django with real-time project, sir.
Wait, guys.
Hello.
Definition, guys. Hello. guys, tell me.
Django with real-time project. Sir.
Yeah, real-time project. I'll tell, guys. One project I'll tell. I'll show you now. Can see here. Screens also I'll show you. So this kind of application
Yesterday,
we are going to discuss. This is I will show you in the
yesterday
regular
inquiry
session.
real-time.
Yeah.
Okay. Institute లో ఎంక్వైరీ చేస్తే రియల్ టైం ప్రాజెక్ట్ నాట్ అవైలబుల్ అన్నారు, సో దట్స్ వై ఐ ఆస్క్.
No, I mean previously old days I given guys that information in the institute, but right now in my batches, in the online batches I'm teaching. So this is one application like this, how we are developing these all things. Okay, using the existing sites, how we are developing, I'm going to teach this one. Using the existing sites means from the Google, lot of sites we are getting, how we are designing, and can see if I'm clicking here directly jumping to different locations. So a lot of menus we can add it, guys. So this is one kind of application, and this is some normal registrations, logins related, and I'll show you one output. Can see this is majorly we will discuss.
ఓకే సార్,
Wait.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
So this is, guys, here lot of information, guys, like a real-time code. Okay, this is not exactly in the real-time companies developing. How we are handling real-time, that kind of code you are going to get. Whenever I'm clicking here, registration page you are getting. Okay, if you are not already registration done, then you can use a login. You can do it login. While doing login, if you are forgetting password, you can do it forget password. Okay, and here also links we are providing to do the registration and login related. And here after login, guys, after login, we are jumping from login to home page after login. Then here all users who are logged in, those people can post some articles. For example, so and so David person, so and so date posted one article about the MySQL. That MySQL information we can create big paragraphs also, and his profile also we can maintaining profile pic. Okay, later this profile pics, these all things you can handle, and this record, guys, this record we can updating, we can deleting only the people who created this record. So for example, myself Srinivasa, I can do updating, deleting anything this record, but this record only I can see. I'm unable to do updating, I'm unable to do deleting. Okay na? So without can see, guys, if I want to create one new record, I created a post/new one URL here. Okay, I want to create a record, guys. In that, what is title, what is content, like this, everything asking. But without a login, I'm trying to use this one. Okay, then immediately it is redirected to login page. First you need to do man login, then you can create the post, new post you can create. Like that, everything we are going to be handling, guys, here. Okay, so here this is a single screen, how we are maintaining like multiple frames, and this is a header part, guys. Every menu you can click, but every menu related code you are getting here, this is common every time, and this footer part is common for every time. Okay, means reusing the code, how we are going to reusing. So this kind of things we are going to be discussing here. So this is taking 10 days, guys, this project, not in the single class. 10 days time required to do this one. Okay na? So like one front end related, using the pure HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, with responsive, I will show you, guys. With responsive, I will show you. Responsive means, for example, here within the row, 3 columns there, 3 columns. So whenever I'm minimizing, guys, how many are there? 1 only there. Remaining 2 are you are getting vertically. See, vertically you are getting means same application we can use in mobile, we can use in laptops, we can use in desktops. Okay, without doing any code changes. Responsively how we are developing, that is I will show you. Okay now, these things, guys.
Sir, what is the basic difference between compiler and
Yeah, tell me.
hello?
Tell me.
Sir, what is the basic difference between compiler and interpreter, sir?
Yes, sir. So compiler means, guys, say one small structure I'll show you. So here just assumption a equal to 10 is there, next b equal to 20 is there, next c equal to a comma b, like something is there. Actually my intention is a plus b, a plus b. Next print c. This one program, guys. This is our Python. Okay, so Python is executing by what? Interpreter. Interpreter, am I right? Python is executing by interpreter. So interpreter means line to line checking, guys. Line to line checking. This line coding correct is there or not, syntax wise. Right now, is this line correct or not syntax? This line syntactically correct.
It's correct.
Then
Correct,
next
yeah.
line going, guys. Next line going. Here any syntax wise correctly there or not checking. Assumption here syntax is wrong. Here syntax is wrong. Then rest of the lines not going to execute. Then immediately this one only return to you error. Okay, so and so place error is there. You need to solve like that. Okay, na? Okay, you are solving this one, guys. You are solving and again rerunning program. Then again starting onwards checking, yes, correct. Next this line you solved right now, checking, yes, correct. Next trying to execute third line. I mean not executing first, syntax correct or not checking. Again here error is there, guys. Then this error again returns. Only at a time one error only return, guys. Again this is return. You are going to solve that one. Next starting onward checking again 1, 2, 3 lines correctly there. Now this is also correct is there. Then you are getting the response. You are getting the response, guys. That's why some people are calling Python is a low level performance. Python is a low level performance giving. Every time starting onward checking from line 1 to line end. Okay, na? If it is a compiler, at a time, guys, at a time all line checking, line 1 checking, line 2 checking, line 3 checking, line 4 checking, top to bottom all line checking. Okay, in the line 2 error there, in the line 3 error there, all errors at a time returns. All errors at a time returns. In line 2 so and so error is there, in line 3 so and so error is there, like that. All errors we are going to be solving at a time, single time. Then next time directly going to execute top to bottom. Okay, na? That is compiler.
This
Compiler,
interpreter is a interpreter is reading line by line.
yes, interpreter is reading line by line. If any error is coming in particular line, from there onwards next line is not executing. That is only return single error.
Means
If it is a
means line.
compiler,
Yes, sir.
come on. Tell me.
It means in line 2 is error and line 8 is error. Then interpreter is showing firstly line 2 is error, and after that if
Yes.
debugger I'm debugging line 2, and after that he is showing line 2 is also line 8 is also error.
Yeah, I mean after solving this one, your cursor is going to execute there, guys. The cursor not going to forward. Okay, na? If it is a compiler, then all errors showing at a time. All errors showing at a time. Okay. If line 2 is not having if line 2 is having a error, then our cursor not jumping to another line that is correct or not checking is not possible.
Okay, sir.
That is process.
And in compiler all error are showing at a time, no?
Yes, at a time showing, and in all lines at a time we can solve. And later this is if it is a Java compiler we are using. So after correctly there all syntax, guys, syntax all lines correctly there, then bytecode generated. Bytecode means zeros ones format like this there. Okay, na? Zeros ones like a bytecode is there. Only bytecode is executing binary code. Then response we are getting. So that's why directly whenever we are executing JVM, here JVM we are using, guys. JVM. That's why we are getting directly response. I means already bytecode is there. This is after correct syntax is there only generating. So JVM directly going here and executing speedily we are getting response. If it is a Python, directly here to here we are getting output, guys. So here first syntax is there or not, everything checking correctly there or not. If all correct, then only bytecode generated and executing. So this entire process is taking little time whenever we are running the interpreter. But here two times we are running, guys. One is compiler we are running, one is JVM we are running. So people are consider only this one. Whenever we are using JVM, performance is coming fastly. Before that compiler you are using, guys.
So
Can
can
I?
you tell me, sir, what is the drawback of interpreter and the benefit of interpreter?
Interpreter and
Drawback of interpreter and benefit of interpreter.
so benefits of interpreter means guys here less lines of code we are writing and automatic memory management is taking. So Python executing by interpreter only. So interpreter is allocating every variable automatic memory. For example, a equal to 10 means this is integer. Then immediately one memory is created by Python. Okay. Next b equal to 20. Then immediately one more memory is created. Like that every memory management is automatically taken by interpreter only. If it is a Java guys, if it is a Java, we need to specify into a equal to so and so, then only memory is created. Then only memory is created. Okay, that is one of the benefit using the interpreter. And drawback means you can consider this one only line by line executing, not executing all lines at a time. That is the drawback you can consider. Okay,
Yes, yes, sure.
yeah guys.
So
So here,
in Python also.
tell me.
Yes, bro. Tell.
Come on guys, somebody is asking.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
tell me.
Sir,
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
having 0% knowledge in this UI technology, sir. I mean, I don't know anything about
Okay.
HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, but I'm having knowledge on deep knowledge on Python, sir, and so I'm learning Python from past 2 years. Sir. But I
Okay.
wanted to continue with this Django framework, sir. Am I eligible for this course, sir?
Yes, guys. Without front end also we can learn pure Django. Django is mainly purely designed for backend coding. This is the front end part. This is the backend part. This is the database part. Okay. So without front end, we can do this one only. Only we can do. This is somebody is doing, and that code we are using here. No problem. But as a student in your
You
class,
mean
in your room, or else in your home, you are only becoming like a front end developer. You are only becoming like a backend developer. Otherwise, from the database, from the browser, we are unable to view the data. Okay, na? That's why we are learning front end also while learning the
you
Django.
mean you are
In the
you
real
mean you
time,
are saying that we will concentrate more? You mean you are saying that more we will be concentrating on only this Django code only, right, sir? I mean Python
yes,
code.
yes. Majorly this Django
Sir,
only we are
and also
concentrating. Yeah,
sir, and also in sir, and also one more thing, sir. I haven't
yeah,
completed my BTech, sir. And in our colleges,
yeah.
what they will be doing is they will be writing some, they will be copying some 30 lines of code and they will be displaying in our computers, sir. They will be not explaining any code in our colleges, sir. Means I mean, you when you are
Not only
teaching,
your
sir, you will
college,
explain the code line by line. Hmm.
yes, guys. Not only your
Means
college,
sir,
generally all the colleges going like that only. People are after completing BTech or MTech or MCA, any background, all people are coming to Hyderabad or Bangalore. Some coaching centers they are joining and they are learning. So, guys, right now whatever the code I created here, whatever the code I created here, everything in the class only live code I will type. Okay, na? And why we are writing everything I'll explain. And whenever we are starting one new concept, procedure also I'm going to give. Step 1 this, step 2 this, like that. So when you are reading that procedure, then you are able to write the coding. Without knowing procedure, then blindly you are remembering. That is only up to 1 week working. But after 1 week, again forgetting. That's why procedure important. Why we are writing, how we
yes,
are
sir.
writing, like that. And also every day after completing one concept, that concept related material also I'm going to give. So if you are reading that material theory guys, so and so concept is so and so purpose, like that, then next concept more easily you are going to be understanding. So just half an hour time is required to read that content every day.
Sir, and
Okay,
also
na?
one more thing, sir. You will
Yeah,
be sending our recording videos, na, sir. You will
definitely.
be sending
See,
recording videos.
yes, totally you are going to
So
get material guys.
how many months we can use that video, sir? How many
How
months
many?
we can access that videos?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many
One
months
point can say.
we can
Yes,
have
yes,
asset?
yes. Wait. Guys, wait. I'm telling you, you're asking question. Wait, I'll give you answer. Okay. So regularly, I am going
Yeah.
to give one link to you guys to your mail. Using that mail, you can download link video. You can download. If you are downloading, that is available permanently in your location. Okay, na? And our management
Yeah.
people
Okay.
also, our management people also will give you link. That is just you can access only 1 year. 1 year you can access that one.
Yeah.
Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
What I am going to share
Yeah.
you
Okay, sir.
link. What I'm going to share you link. That is 1 month like that working. After 1 month you are unable to downloading. So that's why every week you need to download. Otherwise every day whatever I'm sharing immediately you can download and you can maintain in your laptop.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay, na?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
videos
sir.
you are going to get and
Yeah.
class material you are going to get day to day, not at a time all. What concept completing, that concept related you are going to get and that concept related project you are going to get. Every day I'm teaching multiple batches, guys. In the every batch related after completing continuously I'm telling batch by batch. Afternoon session I will share all the batches related code by taking your mails.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Okay, sir. Actually, I'm in a dilemma, sir. Why? Because I have to manage my BTech semester exams and I'm not having any knowledge on this technology, sir. So I'm having a dilemma whether to join in this course or not, sir. But you gave me 100% guarantee, sir. Like you can join
Yes,
without
yes.
knowing this technology, sir. Okay, sir. Thank
My responsibility I'll take care, guys, everything no problem, but your side also you need to do your responsibility. Without
you. Yeah, yes, sir.
preparing, just
Definitely, sir.
attending is getting
We are
problem.
paying now, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir. We are paying 5,000 rupees now,
Sometimes
sir. We have to do different.
yes, sir. Sometimes people are saying
So fee cost
okay, after
5,000 rupees now,
completing
sir.
course you need to contact admin management people, guys, so they will tell you about that. Okay, na? I'm not going to involving
Yeah,
on
okay,
that.
sir.
So online team is there, you can ask
Mm.
them. Okay, na?
Yeah, okay, sir.
So here right now I'm telling one batch is there, guys. At 11:30 only I have batch. They're all employees only. Already they joined as a freshers, all people. Okay, in one batch. From the company, all people are coming to learn this Django framework. As a fresher, they joined. Based on the B technology only, they joined. Okay, so those people asked me, okay, within 3 weeks we required, guys, batch within 3 weeks. So okay, I said okay. Every day 2 hours time I'll take it. Actually regularly 1 hour we are discussing. So 2 hours means double time. Am I right? So 3 weeks means that is nothing but 6 weeks. Okay. So sometimes Sundays also we will meet and we'll discuss more time like that. I told everything, they said okay. So 8 people there, guys, all the employees only 8 people there in that batch. So there 4 people girls there. Girls are doing practice regularly and giving replay very well. I satisfied very well. Okay. Some boys there, guys, they are telling 2 people personally they interacted with me. They told like sir, right now we are not doing practice. After completing session we will start practice, like that they are saying. So if you are doing like that means that is not useful. Day to day whatever I'm giving
Yeah.
content and whatever I'm giving projects, if you are doing practice, okay, 1 day 2 day means that is okay, we can do exception, that one no problem. But regularly you are not doing practice means when I'm telling, you are seeing like a movie, Marathi movie, something, another language movie you are watching. Okay, na? So that is
Yes, sir.
my request.
Sir,
Every day you need to
and
do
also one more
practice.
thing, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, are you
yeah,
going
tell
to
me.
provide any placement, sir, after completion of this course? After completion of this course, are you going to provide
See,
any placement, sir?
no, I'm not providing any jobs or something, but sometimes in companies interviews going, so I'm giving that information.
Mm.
So this is the requirement, and using the 3 years experience going or pressures going, like that, I'm going to give you information. If that is suitable for you, then you can apply for that. Like that only, a lot of people applied and some people got jobs also, guys. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
Before Corona, from our Durgasoft only drives conducted.
Mhm.
Okay, na? So some company people are
Yeah.
coming and conducting interviews. So people are selected. But in this pandemic situation, no one is coming to office and no one is conducting interviews. Okay, na? So directly online interviews only,
Okay,
all
sir.
the things.
Okay.
So a lot of people from our Durgasoft, they got job and they are doing jobs, guys. In their company, if any vacancies are there, any interviews are going, they are giving information to us as a faculty. They are giving information, sir, in my company so and so vacancy is there. This is the link. People can apply like that. They are giving information. We are going to share that information to the students. Okay,
Okay,
na?
sir. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
in
is.
Django also you're going to teach from basics, right, sir? In Django also you're going to teach
Django?
from basics, right, sir?
Yeah,
In
Django
Django
only. Right now, this
framework
is
also
batch.
you're going to. Yeah, okay, sir. That is Django, but you are
Everything
going to teach from
basics
basics, right,
onwards.
sir?
Yes. Starting basics onwards, we are discussing this project. End of the session, we are going to do, guys. Why means starting section wise, guys. For example, just can see here multiple pieces there, guys. This is one concept. Only this concept we are learning, this process we are learning, and we will developing basic application with this. Next one more concept. Next one more concept. Next one more concept. Like that, 10 to 15 concepts minimum, major concepts we are learning. Later, by combining these two concepts program, later by combining these three concept program, like that we are coming at the end of the day, by combining all the concepts, we are developing major programs. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so before going to
Okay, sir.
this project, you need to learn whatever I'm sharing the material. You need to learn all the files. Then, so whenever we are going to start this
Okay,
main product, then people are going to understanding. Why means all combination I'm going to developing application.
okay, sir. Sir, and also
That
one
is the
more thing,
process,
sir.
guys.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, to come into Django, in what topics we have to boost up, sir, in Python? I mean, certain topics will be there, sir, right, sir? So, in what
yes.
topics we have to
In
add deep
Python,
knowledge?
definitely. In Python, starting data types there, guys. List related, dictionary related, important. Okay, na? Basic data types,
Yeah,
string,
okay, sir.
list,
Uh-huh.
dictionary. These things most of the times we are using.
Yeah,
Okay, na? So, and those concepts also
okay.
means when you are learning about the dictionary, so many methods there. Whenever you are learning about the list, so many methods are there. Not required all the methods, basic methods like append method, extend method in the list concept. So like those things, and
Yeah,
variables
okay.
how creating variable rules there, guys. Fundamental rules. Using the small letters, using the
Yeah,
capital letters, using the numbers, we can create the namings, URLs. Sorry, variable rules, guys. So like those rules important. Why means we are going to create a lot of methods, a lot of classes. So every methods or class having rules to creating. Okay. So those things, and the modules concept
yeah,
there,
okay.
guys, in Python. Modules concept. Import keyword from keyword is there. Import from. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So about those, the nothing require more knowledge. Just what is doing import keyword, what is doing from keyword. Import so and so module, import math module, or else from math import so and so function. The two lines enough. Okay,
Yeah,
na?
okay.
And
Yeah,
functions
okay,
creating,
sir.
guys.
Okay, sir.
Functions creating using def. We are creating the
Yeah,
functions. Okay, na?
yeah, okay, sir.
So just
Mod
functions how
module
creating, what is the use of function, that is enough.
Okay, sir.
module is combination of variable and function and classes only, no, sir?
Yes, and the classes how creating. In the OOPS concept, just a class name, not required entire OOPS concept, just a class name how we are writing, and objects how we are creating, that is enough. I'll take care that one. You classes how creating while discussing that. Okay, na?
Yeah, okay, sir.
So
Okay,
that
sir.
is the process.
Definitely, I'll come, sir.
The
Definitely,
So
I'll
major,
be
actually,
enrolled
sir,
for your classes.
yeah,
right now my OOPS concept is going on.
okay.
So within the 3 to 4 days, I'll aware about classes. So it will be easy for me now.
No doubt, guys. Starting, we are discussing 3-4 days, all the basics. Okay, na? So programmatically, we are not going more in depth. And whatever I'm teaching, so that is, I will give you procedure. You need to follow my procedure. Then you will understanding definitely. Okay, na?
So, sir, within 1 week we can learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript basics, sir.
Yeah, definitely you will learn. So this is I designed these all things I designed that one only, guys. Okay, so how we are designing these things I will show you, and in the class I will show you this this program how we are developing, and front end only this one, pure front end. Okay, na? Pure front end how designing I'll take care. So I'll give you some basic material and basic rules. I'll take care, guys. 3-4 sessions I'll take care. And regularly while developing our application, we are going to be using this kind of presentation, all the things. So starting without Django, I mean in the particular section, particular point of time, I'll take care 3-4 sessions about the only front end related. That is enough to work with our Django. Okay.
Yes, guys.
So for example, this is the project, guys. Here, this is all background color. When mouse moving on particular menu, background color is coming. So like these all are the front ends only. Okay. So when my mouse moving here, something is affected here. So how we are designing these things, just basics I will take care. And while developing like these applications, regularly you are going to get this kind of basic presentation. So what we are using in our Django basic presentation, that is I will take care, no problem. Okay, na?
So, sir,
So my
sir, here we are
suggestion
doing,
is, yeah, tell me.
sir, here we are doing some real-time project also, no, sir? We'll do here.
Real-time project means this is only we are doing, as this is only we are doing like this. If want another project also we are doing. Here lot of code we are discussing how we are handling like real time by putting experience. If you are getting job, guys, we need to handle this kind of registration, logins. After login, these two I need to hide. After login, profile menu I want to display profile menu, and then logout menu I want to display logout menu. For example, I'm going to do login, guys.
No, I'm saying, sir, what type of project is going on in company? So that type of project, if I want to put in resume, so that type of project we'll do here.
No, different people are putting different resumes in your, I mean different projects in your resume, guys. So I'm not going to teach all the na. So I'm going to teach something what I'm going to be planning. Okay, na? So
But
in your
but
resume,
you will
what you
suggest
are putting, yeah, tell me.
yes. But what type of project we should put on resume? Then you will suggest, no, sir. You will suggest, no.
Hmm. That is generally e-commerce related. If you are putting means that is enough, guys. E-commerce related means most of these sites web applications we are using. So different applications, guys. Networking related also people are putting. So for example, you have your friend is working on Java. That is a different domain. Okay. So Java, .NET or any platform, that is not a matter. Project is important. If the person giving project to putting in your resume, so the person going to explaining this is for so and so purpose I designed like that. For example, previously I given one project to the students. What is that? That is uh, customer care related, guys. CMR, customer management relational related one application I given. So that is just like we are calling to the customer care people, guys. Our mobile having some repairing. Okay, or else I'm using, for example, Geo. So I recharged, but my recharge is not done. Then I'll call to the customer care. So this is so and so number. I recharged yesterday, but today I'm unable to getting the calls, unable to do the calls like that. You are giving complaint. So they are going to take the complaints, your complaint. Whenever you are giving complaint, guys, customer care employees there, those people are receiving your call and they are going to enter your data like these forms we are designing. So what is customer number? What is customer mobile number? What is customer complaint? Like this, everything they are going to store. Okay. So later they are storing in the database. They are giving one complaint ID to you by sending messages. Now based on that complaint ID, later other people are going to solve your problems. Like that kind of application I given, a project I given. So people are explaining that one only in the customer care. Actually, what we are doing like that. Okay, na?
Yes, yes.
So okay, guys, it's already 11:38. At 11:30, I have class. People are waiting. So I'm going to close. See you tomorrow. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.